Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Aman podcast, where we cover the developments of this year's Hajj season of 2024. I'm your host, Waddah Al-Hassoon. So, throughout the years, Hajj has been consistently and significantly improving in many aspects. And one of the main aspects of Hajj is preserving the safety and security of the pilgrims. And that is what we are here to talk about. I am joined by Lieutenant Colonel Khalid Alkuraidees, who is the official spokesman of the Hajj security forces. First of all, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule.
That's okay.
Because I know, especially at this time of year, you are so busy, you have so much going on. So thank you so much for joining us.
You're most welcome, and I'm so glad to be here in Aman podcast, in fact, and it's my pleasure to be to talk about the government efforts, in fact, to serve pilgrims, and this is something that we feel so happy, in fact, to work on, and we are so glad, really.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all of the efforts. So, Colonel, can you give us an overview of the security measures that you're implementing this year?
In fact, Hajj security forces set their plans according to the experiences of decades, in fact, to serve pilgrims and the Hajj seasons, to provide the assistance and to move on, in fact, to assure the safety of their journey. So yes, we have five main majors, which are the security aspects and the public security also, and also the crowd management and the traffic management, and also the emergency plans. So all of these, in fact, majors are on the top. So we set our plans and we start to perform our tasks, in fact, and at the beginning of the end of the last season. So as soon as the last season finish up, we start our workshops and meetings to set the plans for the Al-Hajj season for the next year.
And when do the workshops take place? Do they take place months before? When do they take place?
Directly, as soon as the end of the season, we start to review our plans. We start to take the analysis and to statistics also to review. Then we compare all the differentiate aspects between each plan. So yes, we start to have meetings, in fact, Hajj security forces on top level of leadership, in fact, and moving on to all of the security forces troops, in fact, to perform their tasks and to help to carry on and to go to have outcomes of these reviews to set the plans to the next year.
And we see all over social media, no Hajj without permit.
Yes.
So can you explain the benefits of implementing the permit system? Why? Why do we need to have permits?
As you know, all Muslims from all over the world, they come to Mecca to perform Al-Hajj, and we reach to a million numbers. So all of these million numbers, in fact, need to have the service, need to have the safety, need to move on, and the transportation between the spiritual sites so smoothly and so easy way. Yes, this is the major benefit, in fact, of no Hajj without permit. And in this year, in fact, we have this. We declare, in fact, the fine of breaking the law and coming without permit, which is reaches to 10,000 Saudi riyals fine.
Amazing. And so, what about emergency plans? Do you have emergency plans for, let's say, God forbid, there's a pilgrim who's having a serious health issue?
Yes, sure.
How do you respond to that?
Sure. Our plans, in fact, have, as I told you, main majors. And one of these majors, in fact, is the emergency plans. And in these emergency plans, we have sub plans also that we arrange with the Ministry of Health, in fact, with the all abilities technologically, and we have all these abilities with technology, in fact, also from the Center of Command and Control in public security in MENA. We monitor by more than 8,000 CCTV cams, and we arrange directly with the troops and the leaders in the field. If there is any case, we have passed information directly to the control and command center, and they move on fastly according to the abilities that we have in technology. And from the cameras also we can see that when monitoring to assure that we solve the urgent situation for the pilgrims who will face any like health issues, or to avoid, to open the roads and to open the ways also in the middle of the crowds with our we already trained, in fact, to deal with these situations.
So looking into the future, what are the plans for next year's Hajj?
We cannot say that we are moving on with the same plans of the last years. No. This will never happen, and we cannot ever success to finish up our tasks to serve the pilgrims, because, as you know, since of decades we have these experiences to serve pilgrims, and we help them also to perform al-Hajj nusuk. And according to the changes and of the type of the technology and the changes of the needs, in fact, and the development of the instructors also. So we set our plans in for each year at the same year, as I told you before, and we review our plans since of the at the end of the season directly, and we set our plans, and we have these workshops, and we have these discussions and meetings on the top levels until the smaller, or until the workers in the field. So yes, each year has its own plan, but all these plans are moving on with the outcomes of the experiences since of decades.
Final question, Colonel, because I know you have a busy schedule and you have to be somewhere right this moment. Last question. What advice would you give pilgrims who are performing Hajj this year and who are looking to perform in the years ahead?
First of all, I will say that we are so proud to serve in Al-Hajj season as security forces, Al-Hajj security forces, in fact, and all of my colleagues in the field also, and the leadership also, the military leadership also, and the commanders. We feel like it's something that enhancing our enthusiasm to serve in Al-Hajj, in fact, because this is like, if you see the happiness on the pilgrims' face and the pilgrims' faces, and you feel that something you do like a human work, in fact. And imagine that if you are working on their safety and working on their desires to why they come to Mecca to perform al-Hajj. So we feel so proud. But also we recommend messages we send messages, and we recommend also pilgrims to follow up with the distractions of the public security forces, and to avoid holding their belongings while they are moving from a spiritual site to another one, like they are moving from Mina to Arafat, and they are coming back from Arafat to Muzdalifah. And this will assure, in fact, to have an easy journey. And we in Hajj security forces, we are working on seconds. So each seconds play a role. In fact, that in the crowd management, you are focusing on a spot area, and in a very narrow time, and at the same time, million of pilgrims, they are moving from a site to another one. So we recommend all pilgrims, in fact, to follow up the distractions. And we hope they have a great journey and go back to their homes, carrying on great memories from Al-Hajj, and we represent our country and the welcoming host. In fact, for it's kind of something that in our DNA we feel so happy to serve them. In fact,
thank you so much. And I've seen the efforts that you guys are putting in. You guys doing incredible work. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. It's my pleasure. In fact,
and thank you all for joining us. This podcast is brought to you by تحكم. Thank you.